And now for our next news special report.
The Biden presidency faces a critical moment as insiders reveal the president's diminishing physical and mental capacities, casting doubt on his ability to lead and campaign for re-election in 2024. This revelation confirms widespread concerns about Biden's fitness for office, plunging Democrats into panic as they struggle to support their faltering leader. Amidst this turmoil, a bombshell poll has emerged, showing President Trump not only leading Biden, but also outstripping potential Democrat contenders. This isn't just a poll. It's a significant indicator of a major shift in American politics. We'll delve into the survey, exploring its far-reaching implications for the future of the republic, and this story goes beyond numbers. It's a critical analysis of what lies ahead for our nation. Stay tuned for a comprehensive analysis and a dramatic final thought that every American should hear. This report promises to be enlightening, captivating, and potentially surprising. Now, folks, before we dive into today's groundbreaking report, let's talk about something equally important. Our daily delivery of top-notch news is akin to a well-oiled machine, much like a successful political campaign. This wouldn't be possible without the vital support of our sponsors. They're like the dedicated campaign staff behind a winning candidate. Every time you support them, it's like casting a vote for quality journalism. It's our firm belief in their products, tried and tested by us, that mirrors a candidate's confidence in their team. And today I want to highlight a special type of collagen, a game changer in the anti-aging realm. That's right. Just as a fresh political strategy can rejuvenate a campaign, visit healthwithgary.com to get 53% off and join the thousands who've experienced this rejuvenating miracle. Now, as we delve into the meat of our report, a recent poll from the UK's Stack Data Strategy paints a clear picture. Trump is leading Biden and even his potential Democrat replacements in the Electoral College. Look at the numbers you can see right there on the screen. It's an extensive analysis involving over 15,000 registered voters, employing a sophisticated multi-level regression and post-stratification model. This method is designed to provide a detailed view of public opinion, even at smaller geographic scales. Now, the numbers speak volumes. Take a look at this chart. In a hypothetical rematch, Trump would not only win against Biden, but also against likely Democrat substitutes, and by an even wider margin. The poll indicates a shift in key swing states, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These states, which were critical in the 2020 election, are now showing significant swings toward Trump. In Georgia, for instance, Trump leads by 3.3%, a notable change from the previous election. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While these numbers are promising for conservatives, there are nuances to consider. Stack's methodology, in its online nature, raises questions about the survey's reach and representativeness. Moreover, Stack's association with the National Republican Congressional Campaign Committee during the 2022 midterms adds another layer to the discussion. Despite these considerations, the poll's findings cannot be ignored. They signal a potential shift in the American political landscape, one that could have profound implications for the 2024 election. And shifting gears, let's consider the situation at the White House. Biden's inner circle reportedly finds itself in a state of despair. The concerns aren't just about poll numbers. They're about Biden's ability to campaign and govern simultaneously. This isn't partisan speculation. It's a conclusion drawing from observing a leader seemingly struggling with the demands of his office. Right there, Biden will not be able to govern and campaign. This is from Politico. Now, this Politico campaign piece, while attempting to chart a path forward for Biden, inadvertently reveals the depth of the problem. Biden's capacity to fulfill the duties of his presidency is in question, and it's not just about age. It's about the ability to engage with the public, the press, and the rigors of a national campaign. So this brings us to an important point, the focus of Biden's campaign. Instead of highlighting his accomplishments or vision, the strategy seems to be leaning heavily on attacking Trump. But is this approach effective? The crowd's reaction to a recent Trump event suggests otherwise. There's a disconnect between the narrative being pushed by the Biden camp and the sentiments of the American public. Take a look.
In addition to being Veterans Day, today is also Armistice Day. Did you know that? Armistice Day. And this is an incredible number when you hear these numbers, but the anniversary of the end of World War I, a conflict that wrecked the entire world, really. I mean, large parts of the entire world, and killed over 20 million people. Did you know that? 20 million people. 20 million people! And think of it, we have a guy in the White House who can't put two sentences together, who couldn't find his way off this stage. And actually, he would be confused, because I think my audience behind me might be bigger than my audience in front of me. He would be saying, he'd be saying, what do I do? Where am I? He'd be saying, it is sort of a strange speaking menu. I'm like in the middle of a room and I'm looking back here. But he would say, what's this? You ever see he ends a speech, he has no clue how to get off. You got to stare there. You got to jump off the front, do anything. Just don't walk into a wall. He walks into walls. But this is the guy that we have negotiating with Putin and, right? And President Xi of China and Kim Jong-un, who won't even talk to him. This is who we have in charge of nuclear. But this anniversary should remind us all of why it is so important to once again have a president who will deliver peace through strength. That's what we had. We had all peace. We had peace. We had a great period of time. World War III has never been closer, in my opinion, than it is right now. And it wasn't at all close. We were never going to have it. 3 years ago, we had everything under perfect control.
And then there's the issue of Biden's potential replacements. The Stack poll suggests that neither Kamala Harris nor Gavin Newsom would fare better against Trump. Look at this numbers right here. You can see we've got Trump versus Harris, and Trump gets 311 electoral votes against her. In fact, their numbers are even less encouraging than Biden's. Here, this is Newsom. Trump gets 319 electoral votes to Gavin Newsom. Now, this isn't just about personalities. It's about policies, leadership styles, and public perception. Now, let's not forget the GOP side of things. The poll also touches on the hypothetical matchup between Biden and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. You can see on the screen right there, in this scenario, Biden comes out ahead. 359 electoral votes to DeSantis, 179. In this scenario, Biden comes out ahead, but again, the caveats around the poll's methodology and potential biases must be considered. So what does this all mean? It points to a volatile political environment, one where established norms and expectations are being upended. As we approach the 2024 election, the American electorate is grappling with questions about leadership, policy direction, and the very soul of the nation. As we wind down this report, it's crucial to remember that polls are a snapshot in time. They're indicators, not crystal balls, but they do offer insights, hints at undercurrents shaping the political landscape. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. Your support enables us to continue providing in-depth analysis and uncovering the stories that matter by subscribing or joining a community committed to exploring the truth behind the headlines. Now, in this pivotal moment for the American presidency, the distress signals from Biden's inner circle reveal a presidency in dire straits. Biden's lack of physical and mental capacity to lead the nation and pursue re-election is evident even to his own team. Yet the Democrats persist in supporting a president who is clearly unfit for his extensive responsibilities. This effort to conceal his incapacities not only does a disservice to the nation, but also undermines the need for strong, decisive leadership in challenging times. Biden's presidency, marked by weakness and confusion, faces an inevitable downfall due to his own deterioration, diminishing the Democrats' chances of retaining the White House. And simultaneously, the emerging political landscape, as highlighted by the recent polls we just shared with you, underscores the current need for effective governance and leadership that inspires trust and meets the demands of our era. The situation isn't just about political competition, it's a matter of national interest, demanding leaders who embody American values and are fully capable of steering the country forward.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.